So, 60th episode. Can you believe it? 60 episodes.
60th episode. Oh
Yeah.
my God. How long have we been doing this?
More than a year.
More than a year? We
It's
did
went
60.
by so fast, isn't it?
Wow. Yeah.
It was a year 8 episodes ago.
Wow. Amazing.
Amazing indeed. So, for our 60th episode, I thought we can do something fun because you also recently turned 16.
No?
Oh.
Did I?
Um,
I'm denying it.
maybe.
No.
I thought maybe we can talk about the 60 years of your life. Don't laugh so hard.
There's nothing to talk about. You know, as we are speaking now, just 5 minutes ago, one of the students, Uma and Dr. Sharmila's father just passed, just about 5-10 minutes ago. His name is Mr. Kailasan. He was, 90 years old? Yeah, about
Yeah.
90 years old. Suffering from dementia, was
Parkinson's.
Parkinson. Just now, before coming up here. His one whole life, 90 years old. Children, family, is a good man, worked hard. So you're asking me about my life. I'm going to say this, some of you might not agree. There's nothing to talk about. It's just another life lived. Why I'm saying this, I think it's just another life. Like I'm alive. He just passed away. 90 years. So you're asking, you want to hear my life story. I'm saying there's nothing much to say because any statement that is made, I feel like it's an exaggeration. It's just a life lived. The question is, how well did I live it? Did I live it totally? Right? Like Mr. Kailasam, who just passed away. We bear witness that he lived, bear witness he loved, bear witness he was a good man. It's a very, very good man. By the end, he had a bit of mental issue, bit of psychiatry condition, I think. A lot of dementia, paranoia. What is worth talking about is how well he lived what was given to him. You know what I mean? So for me, if you ask me about my life story, there's nothing to tell. I can tell one anecdote here, nothing. You know why? It's no different than another person's life. Just how well did somebody live it? If you ask me that question, how well have I lived my life? Well, so many areas could have done better. Wish knew more. All I'm recognizing is the state of every human being going through this period of birth, growing up, adulthood, hopefully old age, hopefully live up to 90 years old,
Yeah.
and die in the hands of people who care about him, So I think what I'm trying to point out is I'm not very concerned about the event, the achievement. If somebody says, talk about your life, I don't know what to talk about. What have I achieved? Come on. What have I failed? Come on. What? Maybe the only thing we can probably gauge, even that I think is wrong since you brought it up. How well did I live it? So I don't think I have a biography, Apshy. I have this, I have the people I love, people I did what I did for, what I upheld. Did I do the best I can? I think I did. Could have done better, I'm very certain. So some other topics. There's nothing to exaggerate, nothing to... You know why I'm saying this? Have you seen somebody like Mao or Stalin or Mussolini and all this rest of the guys who, in order to make their life mean, they cause so many people harm? It becomes very egocentric. It's just another life lived. Like Mr. Kailasam. It was my privilege to have known him. I named him Mummurti, Ananda Mummurti one time. Because I want us to go from having landmark to achievement to the spirit in which I embraced it. Sometimes events are beyond us, things that happens are beyond us. Like yesterday, I was talking to his daughter, the doctor, and she said, "It's really bad, Master. I wish you will go." I said, "You don't say that." I said, "No, you just be loyal." And something in her heart, I said, "Maybe it's better if he dies, you know." I said, "No, don't go there. You wish him all the well. Let us the rest do the." And today, I think the gauge is how well I lived it, not my outcome. How well I ran the race, not what happened to me in the race. So when somebody says, "Let's talk about your life," what do they want to talk about? What do they want to talk about?
So you're saying that like the story doesn't matter as much as like how you
That's
lived
it.
it.
That's it. If not, the story camouflages, The story camouflages that person. The story is more than the person. Then again, we are back to the means to an end, So if Bill Gates dies or Steve Jobs die, is their life greater than the man who's homeless? Right? I am saying I am not looking at the outcome or the way we gauge life. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the person. So to me, it's irrelevant. Of course, it is good if they did amazing things and helped humanity, and that will be good. But I think at this point, like a moment of life and death, the person you are is far more important than the life you.
And even the experiences you had?
Yeah, I think so. I think, I think our eyes are looking at life wrongly. We're missing the person. We want to make the events. Like Mao was the what do you call that? Was the what do you call him? President, the head of the
Emperor?
Communist Party and ruled for 30 years or 40 years. Nowadays, I study a bit of the African politics, and this guy did this, Idi Amin did this. I'm like, why are we talking about these guys? It's just some events.
Yeah, because I guess because their actions impacted so many.
not nicely.
Yeah, but yeah.
I want to know the person they are. I'm not going to reduce somebody to an event. Like you see, Mr. Kailasam died, 90 years old. I'm sure he has a whole lot of story that happened, this happened, that happened, that happened, that happened. But I want to see the person he is, And I think I want to pay homage to the being. And he's a beautiful human being. Not when he started kind of having a bit of issue with his brain, but as a person, he was such a kind, gentle, beautiful human being. And that is worth mentioning, not what he achieved.
But don't you think it kind of goes hand in hand? All your experiences and achievements lend itself like what trigger who you are, or make who you are in a way.
I hope not.
But
I
they
hope
kinda
the
shape
events
it,
in your
right?
life didn't make you. You made the events in your life.
But they kind of shape you as well, right?
It shouldn't, There's once somebody was interviewing me in Canada, and they, 10 years ago, and they said, "Mr. Vimal, let's talk about your biography." I said, "I have no biography, sir. From when I turned 30 and whatever happened to me, nothing has happened to me. Nothing has happened to me. You are asking what happened to me. I'll tell you how I happened to things. How I happened, maybe we can discuss, not what happened to me." So you are asking a question in the pretext that life shaped me. I'm saying, no.
Well, then you can answer my question in the way you would answer it.
Okay, go ahead.
If you wanted to say the story of your life, how would you say it?
Story of my life, you tell. I don't know.
You tell, lah.
Just a fishing village boy who ended up in the city, had to do what he has to do, who realized something and wanted to find out, learn psychology and therapy, and then got into meditation and found some gurus and masters and got interested in it, went into it without any idea of the future, and met your mom. You guys came along. And I think I have something to share, some new perspective for people, which is what I'm doing. Other than that, there is no self-importance at all. Just like everybody else. So, no.
No.
No. Nothing here. Nothing to say to make me different than another human being.
It's not to make you different. It's just like, it's context giving, isn't it?
Context?
It gives you context. It helps you understand this. You know what I mean? Context. Like, it puts things into perspective in a way. It gives like a deeper understanding of you.
Of me? To who?
To whoever doesn't know you.
Why? Sorry, I really am not helping you. They're like, why you want to get to know me? Like, you can get to know what maybe I have to say. You see, I'm going all wrong about this, Apshy. There's nothing to say about the self. It's just another human being, like everybody else, struggling to live, I happen to stumble upon something that...
Yeah, but I guess it's because we're interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I must establish, none of this, I don't know what you want me to talk about. There's no milestone in my life. There's no amazing thing to say.
I mean,
oh my God.
I could say that a milestone is when you met your martial arts teacher.
Oh, that was good. Yeah.
That's a milestone.
No, that's a milestone, not to me, that there are kind people in the world.
Yeah, but
it's not even directed to me. He was just kind. I happened to be a recipient.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that, like, if you were to like put points in your life where like impactful things happen, I think you would be able to find moments where maybe you were more in like suddenly saw something in yourself that you didn't see before that was triggered by something, some experience that you met.
No, I saw my martial art master, and until today I say, wow, there are beautiful human beings on earth. What does it got to do with me? I don't know. I aspire. I wish I am like them.
But do you feel like your life would have gone the exact same if you didn't meet him?
No, it wouldn't have. They were the proof. There was kindness. There was goodness. There was love. And it was also a proof that I can be loved. And here, this is my point. Them loving me didn't make me special, They were special.
Yeah.
I was just in the way. Maybe if there's something special about me, I was a dumbass boy who was... Okay, I was lucky, and I was grateful. But I think a lot of people, when they want to talk about them, they either want to talk how they are special or how they are mistreated. I'm neither special nor mistreated. I just met some amazing, oh my God, look at these people. Like my martial art master, my father. I saw my mother's resilience, your grandmother. I saw, oh my God. That's resilient, a lady who worked 12, 13 hours a day to put her children to school. I'm like, oh my God. But none of it is a reflection of me. It is them. You understand? So sometimes people say...
Yeah, but it is through them you were able to see yourself, right?
No, I don't know whether I saw myself. I saw what I needed to aspire to. I don't know whether I saw myself. Like I met my masters. I studied with them. Whenever I looked at them, I was like, oh my God, look at that. I was like, at all. Did it reveal me? It revealed me this size. If they were that size, I was this size. And I'm not going to compare myself. They love to decide me. It's like you're asking me, I went out, the sun shine. What did it reveal about me? Nothing. The sun shine despite whether I am there or not. Yeah. So a lot of biography are egotistical.
But let's not make it ego.
Okay, go for it. I'm with you, but I'm struggling. So
I feel like you think there's a way that you have to do this, but you don't have to do it. You can just do it your way.
How?
Like I feel like I'm asking you, tell us about your life. It's the 60th episode. You've been around for 60 years.
I have two daughters. They're quite amazing.
Expensive.
Maybe what I am trying to say is it doesn't matter. Just another person.
It doesn't matter to you. It matters to me. It matters to Amma. It matters to Aishi.
Why?
A lot of your students care about it.
Why?
Because we're interested.
Interested in what?
You're just curious. Like what? So what happened? What's going on? How'd you get here?
No, you are functioning from this. I'm really sorry.
Oh, he's about to read me.
No, you're functioning from as though this caused this. This caused this. Nothing caused it.
Okay, but then so what did you cause?
No.
What did you cause to get you here right now?
I bowed a lot. I mean, when I saw my masters, like you said, I saw part one. Oh, until today, either day I went and met his wife. She's quite out there. She's dementia, and I think she must be 90 something. And she says she cannot remember anybody. As I walked in, she remembered me. She called me by my name. She said, Ravi! First thing he said, you gone fat. Gemuk engkau. I looked at her, and that's always what she'll say. And you know what the daughter said? Only the people she loved, that she remembers them. Even her own son-in-law, she didn't remember. I said, really? Yeah? So what did that cost me? Somebody acknowledged me. Somebody took me into their heart, right? And maybe if you want to ask my qualities, I was also honest, I've known them for how long now? 45 years. I have never one day not included them. I've taken care of them. So I think if you want to talk about me, I'm someone who acknowledges. Like, oh my God. And not acknowledge egoistically. I'm acknowledging, oh my God, they are beautiful. Like this, my martial art master's wife. I'm like, look at her. It's nothing to do with me. She took me into her heart. Now, what happened to me is I also want to wake up to be that kind of person.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I have such a tall order. I don't know whether I will live up to it. That is why I will never exaggerate me. I'm trying. I want to know what happened to me. These people happened to me. Like I've had a master who said, at the end, after trying so long, he went through, he said, simply forgive me and forget. I'm like, come on. Your mother happened to me. I looked at her and I'm like, oh my God. To take care of her, right?
Yeah.
I can talk about how people happen to me. Please do not ask about me. There's nothing happened here to exaggerate. Now, I want to take this position.
Yeah.
People will say all kinds of things. Good luck to them. I just want to be...
No, I mean, I think I'm kind of getting it. Kind of. Because, like, the only thing I can, like, compare it to for me is, like certain, like, books that I've read that, like, I was like, oh my God, this is changing something inside me. That it's like Margaret Atwood. My favorite book is The Handmaid's Tale. Like Margaret Atwood, like she wrote this. It's a horrible story. It's like a terrible, and it's like one perspective. And then the author is like talking to the reader, and she's like, I'm sorry, this book is like fraught with all these horrible things, but I've tried to include beautiful things like flowers, because where would we be without them? And when I read that, I was like, oh my God, like it just like something just clicked in my head, and I was like, forever remember that. I remember the first time I read it. Remember, I felt like there was the person before the person before who read that, the person afterwards. And it's like, I mean, that's why I'm literally covered in flowers.
No, I think your question.
It's like it's like what you're saying. It's like it's the author's intention, but like it.
Something
like I could receive it, but
and it's not even personal.
Yeah.
They didn't write it to you.
No.
Okay, then you can say what impacted me. Maybe I can talk about, but I'm so afraid to, in any way, exaggerate it. Because I like just being this. I just like being a person who's doing what I do. Nothing big deal. No different than another person. We all are struggling in this world. Maybe I'm ahead in some things. Just in one aspect, I'm ahead. You know what I mean? In another aspect, we don't know. So, I don't want to give any importance to the self and the story. It's irrelevant. I would like to live out in the shadows or in the sight of the giants I have met, adored, and I'm like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Oh my God. But you know why I'm saying, I don't know whether I'm right, but I'll say it. A lot of this I story tends to make somebody more and less. Like Mao is more, Stalin is more than the 60 million people he killed.
I don't agree with that. Because I think it's just because their story is widespread. Like anytime...
And isn't when anybody tell a story about themselves, they're trying to make it something more than what it is?
I mean, yeah, they're trying to find meaning in their experience. Which
no, why not have an ordinary life? Why not be like everybody else?
It's only human to search for meaning in your experiences.
No, you should have meaning. I have meaning. I'm not saying I don't have.
And like, I mean, yeah, obviously there is a level of like narcissism and wanting to like share your story and all that. But I don't think that like anybody else's story is more important than somebody else's. It's
Okay,
just
agree.
how famous you are. So how much it's read. But like if you were to read like a random autobiography of somebody or biography of somebody you've never even heard of, you might get really interested
No, but
halfway through.
maybe we talk about it. I'm very conscious it is not egocentric, egotistical. It's like what I went to. Some people say, you don't know what I've gone through. I said, were you born in Somalia? Are you in, where is it, Palestine? Are you kidding me? Have you been fighting for a meal? I think there's an exaggeration. But if you want to know about me, you ask. I tell you. I'll tell you the people that have impacted me. I'll tell you the events that has woken me up. You guys were a big event. Apshy wanted to marry me, Anba.
Oh God.
When I was a kid. Appa, I marry you. Nowadays they go, yuck. That was an impact. Oh my God. I think what happened was, maybe if you ask about me, how it changed me, how it woke me up, how he made me. Like this man, this uncle, this one of my students, Mr. Kailasam, he's one of the kind of that likes Appa very much, I think for the last 20 years I know him. What he impacted me, and one day 20 years ago or something, he came into my office. I was in the office. His daughters work for me, one of them, and another one is a very close student. He came and held my hand and I said, I'm so glad my kids are here. I'm glad that you will take care of them. I looked at him and I went like, you dad. You dad material. He came, not even for him. He said, I'm so happy you are here to take care of my kids too. I'm looking at him and I'm saying, sir, that's a dad. And he has always been, it seems he has a rose garden. One day I went to his house. He plucked the rose and every day he'll put for my flower.
Aww.
Put for my picture. Put the flower to my picture. And he said, this rose every day, one for his wife who passed away, one for me. He always say.
That's sweet.
And well, that I met fathers. I met men, women. The mother was a saint. Talk to me about the people I've encountered who have impacted me. I am not important. Come on. If I drop dead tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Maybe matter
It
to
does
you all,
matter.
for you all. But come on, ask something else. This is.
We're 23 minutes in, so.
Oh, we got to. We need to at least another 7 more minutes. So boring.
It's not
I
boring.
am boring.
You're not boring. You literally went from building your house to sitting here at the farm.
I did. It was a journey. It was a process. It was living. I don't think I ever did it for myself. That's why you ask about myself. I don't know how to answer that. I had so many people I cared about, I love. I did for more than even my work
Well,
now.
maybe that's why you did it.
Yeah. My work I do, you know why? I woke up to something that I felt a lot of people are being cheated by. So I thought I have a moral responsibility.
Oh my God, are you passionate?
Passionate?
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Is it? Is that what passion is?
Sounds like it, right? Anva's like, Sounds like you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
You feel strongly about it.
Yeah, I think so. Because I think I'm very afraid that his truth might die. So I might want to put it down.
We can end it here. Is there anything else you want to say?
The most boring episode, the 60th episode.
Well, you know what? It is our 60th episode, but life also gets in the way.
How? What do you mean?
I mean that like things happen and we will just keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
Call back to future episodes.
But have you seen all events, they pass, In the moment, it looks very real. Oh my God, this is everything. Afterward, it's like, what was that?
It's always like that though.
It's like a dream, like it's, So is there anything to speak about a person? I think the only thing to speak about is the person bear witness something more than themselves. I bear witness there's something more. And I think the speaking about oneself is the loss of sight of something more, making the less more. But this is not what you should be interested. At your age, don't listen to all this. So how has it been, madam, doing the episode for 1.5 years, torturing your father? How has
Oh
it
my
been?
gosh. I hate it when the questions are directed at me. It's been fun.
Huh?
It's been fun. And
Why
like,
do you want to do this?
because it's fun.
I think
people
after-
seem to like it.
I was talking to Anba after this. After this audience, a lot of my lectures or my discussion with my students, we will hopefully film and we will put
Sorry,
it into
guys, won't be as entertaining.
It won't be as entertaining, but it will be very knowledgeable.
You're missing a star factor.
That's you, not me. Come on. She's the star.
Why am I doing this? Because it's fun and people like it, and I think some people really do feel like they learn something and feel better. Like they can. I can't like struggle to
Someone
admit it.
that they accidentally met me at the shop. Were you there, Anba? The person started screaming. I was like, what? You're the one. You're the one. I said, what the one? What I did? They said, you're the sensei, what? The Instagram, the TikTok. You talk to your daughter, oh, hugging me and jumping. I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I listened to every episode. Suresh said, I feel like I'm with a star. I said, maybe I am.
Maybe
I am
you
a
are.
star.
No, I mean, I think it resonates with people and they like it. It's actually helping them and we are having fun doing it. So why not?
See, that's your heart. That's what you want to do. You want to give people. But I maybe I'll say this with the question. I hope you find something more than you in which it envelops you. I hope your life is not reduced to you. I hope something more grabs you, something higher than you, something grander than you, something you look up to. I think a lot of time biography is written for people to look up to them. Let me write a biography on all the things I looked up to. This is unimportant. My masters are beautiful. My teachers are beautiful. You guys are beautiful. Like I always tell my students when I'm sitting looking at you, you don't know at all I'm of you all. More than you, some of them might be at awe at me and, oh my God, master. But he said, you have no idea how I look at you and how many of you I look and I go like, oh my God, that's a moment. I met someone. Like Lynn is there. So many people I can see, So my direction of looking is this way. I'm not trying to make this anything, Like I look at these people and I go like, where did you come from? Wow. I think the wrong view of the self blinds oneself from all the beautiful thing out there. When you are dying, you want to look into the eye that you love. You didn't ask somebody to bring a mirror. Bring a mirror. I want to see me. Think about it.
I want to see how this is going to end. Is it pretty?
Yeah. Call Marlene. Put makeup on. No, I think you want to look at what you came here to look, to see, and to be at awe, When these two were born, oh my God, the day when I was sending Aishi back, oh my God, there was a moment I remembered, and that was a moment for me. Let that be my biography, not silly things that happened to me, that I was voted the most handsome man in the world. None of those
That you
silly
won
things.
the disco dance competition.
That's secret. That's a secret. That's a secret.
That's just a little tidbit from me.
I think to be part of humanity, to discover that I'm part of this whole process, I'm exactly like the guy out there that is struggling and this person and that person, I can't see a difference. And I do not want to create a mind that makes me feel I'm different. I want to see the similarity, So,
I
nothing to
guess we can just say, in loving memory.
Yeah, of Mr. Kailasam, It's a good man. Sorry, I'm just checking some of the messages coming in. 90 years. I think it's 90 years. Oh my God. But you know what is 90 years? It's a moment in eternity. Like a shooting star. You know what I mean? I rather talk about the sky than the momentary shooting star. I rather one dissolves into all than separate oneself from all. Right? If I love, he loves, everybody loves. Your cat loves. If I want something, if I want to do something amazing, everybody wants to do something amazing. If I want to be noticed or be loved, everybody wants to be there. So, but it doesn't mean that just dismiss Appa this. Don't take my perspective. Everybody should have their story.
Yeah.
Everybody should. I do not want to be somebody who want to silence you. No, no. I'm just talking about the silence I have come to.
Yeah.
Everybody should have a story. Everybody should tell what has happened to them. But maybe what I'm saying is say it in a way that it doesn't blind you from the whole. You know what I mean? Say it in a way that it's part of the whole. Talk about your life as a story of humanity, not a story of an ego or an individual. I am like everyone else who struggled, who grew. I came to realize something. I came to become awake to something. And my journey to it is no different than anybody else's journey there. You know? Maybe if there's a story I want to write, I'll write how blinded humanity is to itself. And part of the reason humanity is blinded is it wants to make its own story the only story there is. You know what I mean? I used to say I work 30, 40, 50 years, whatever time I work. At the end, if I can live 3 lines that will be absorbed in the bigger picture, I would have been an incredible success. And if the 3 line didn't matter, it is not a sorrow, just like everyone else. You know? Existing, living, doing the best I can. Have this great opportunity to meet people that I love, I care about, pour my heart to. So maybe we dedicate the 60th episode to Mr. Kailasam, right? Uma and Sharmila's father. Nice to have met you, sir.